All right, friends, today you're going to get back your clay project. Remember that they have been fired or baked in the kiln, so they are sturdy, but they're still breakable. If you were to drop it, it might chip or break. So be careful, be gentle with your clay projects here in the classroom, and when you take them home, be careful about dropping them too hard on the table. And when you take them home, be careful you don't drop your bag on the floor with your clay project inside. We're gonna make a hanger for your letter tile so that you can hang it on a door handle or a hook on a wall or anywhere else you want it. You're going to get your clay project from the teacher and choose a colored Twisties wire. Although it has a colorful plastic coating on the outside, the ends of the wire are still sharp, so be careful not to poke yourself or scratch yourself with your wire. Then you're gonna choose 5 beads from the options your teacher offers you. When you get your clay project, your wire and your how many? 5 beads back to your desk, you're going to hook one end of the wire through first. Thread the wire through the hole, bend the end up, and take the short end and wrap it around and around the long end. Now I like to pinch with my finger, my pointer finger and my thumb right here at the top of the clay and hold it while the other hand wraps around and around and around just like a spring. It should be wrapped tight against the long wire. See how it makes sort of a spiral? Push that end down so it doesn't poke anybody. There you go. Now one end is firmly attached. I'm going to thread the beads on the open end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I'm going to take this other end and do it just like I did the first one. I'm going to place it through the hole, bend up a couple inches, or about a 2 to 3 finger width above the clay of extra wire. Pinch at the top of the clay project and wrap the wire around and around and around until it's nice and tight. Now I would test this over your table first and make sure that it's sturdy before you take it across the room. We want to make sure that this isn't gonna drop off. Now the beads will go freely side to side on your handle. If you don't want them to do that, if you want them to stay in a certain spot, you can make a little crimp or a little loop in the wire up here. So if I want all my beads at the top, I could make just a little, I'm kind of bending it around like that to make a tiny little loop, or just a little wiggle. It doesn't even have to be a loop, just be like a little zigzag there. That keeps the beads from falling all the way to the right. And then over on the left hand side, I could make a little zigzag, bend it back and forth with my fingers. There, now the beads can't fall down that side either. They're all stuck at the top. If you wanted more, you could make more little bends in your wire to separate the individual beads. Kind of like if you ever had one of those bead toys when you were younger, where the beads are on wires. There we go. So now I have this really bedazzled, fun-looking hanger to hang up my clay project. Now, once it's finished today, we're gonna take a picture for Artsonia. So I'm gonna go to the free draw paper, and I'm gonna borrow a piece of drawing paper to place underneath my clay project. Then I'm going to get on my iPad. I'm gonna open Artsonia, log in, select 2nd grade, my class, and my name. I'm going to hit the plus button to add artwork in the bottom right-hand corner and choose a folder for the project I'm uploading, Clay or Mary Blair Castles. Make sure you take a good picture that's in focus. Then you're going to use the crop tool to make a rectangle around your clay project so we can see the hanger and that cookie with your beautiful quail letter on it. I'm going to make sure that the color is adjusted and submit the photo. When you get to the screen that asks for a title, you can skip the statement and it should add it to your portfolio. Then your teacher is going to give you some directions about finishing your Mary Blair castle, and you will repeat the steps to upload your castle photo to Artsonia as well. Your castles stay at school, and your clay projects go home with you at the end of class.